Welcome to our first presentation of Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting, Inception. Mixed martial arts is not a sport that's widely known in the Caribbean, but through these events we hopefully will educate the general public on what is the fastest growing sport in the world right now. Alongside myself, Adam Chinleong, tonight is my business partner, Yuri Jardine.
Hi, good evening.
And hopefully we'll be able to present to you guys a show that would be stamped in your memories, and hopefully maybe sometime in your lifetime you'll be able to come to one of the events live. So without further ado, we'll get to our first fight of the night.
Our first fight of the night is Chris McDonald versus Leyland Gomez. Chris McDonald is a Jamaican fighter. He's of Irish birth, fights out of Jamaica. And Leyland Gomez is a homegrown fighter from Trinidad and Tobago. It's his first fight on cuff, as this is our first event. Chris McDonald, who is the actual, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, the middleweight champion of King of the Rock, actually.
Oh, you're
I'm correct,
right.
aren't I?
Very right, yes. Chris McDonald brings a certain amount of experience to the ring. He's fought not only in Jamaica for a Jamaican promotion. What is the Jamaican promotion?
I think it's King of the Rock.
King of the Rock, yeah. He's also fought in the UK before, and he's a pretty good fighter. So we should expect a really nice show tonight.
He also comes out of his school, actually his own school. He and his brother Peter McDonald, who have their own school called Tame Dungeons.
Tame Dungeons.
I kind of have a strange name, Tame Dungeons, but
definitely.
But but these boys make no joke. They come down to Trinidad here and they fight in Jamaica. They give a good show. They're tough. Adam and I actually know Chris personally and know his brother personally, and they when they come down they always give a good show. So I'm expecting it to be action-packed.
Yuri, as just for a little education, as we said from before, for the fighter or for the fans, a lot of people don't know what the preparations are for these type of events, especially for what the fighters are going through. Like, for example, right now, a lot of people are probably wondering what is going on right now with Chris's corner man greasing his face. Why is that done?
Well, I started off in a boxing background, and this started off, boxers used to put Vaseline on their foreheads and their eyebrows and around the eyes to actually, when they get the impact of the blow, you don't absorb the entire impact. So if you get a slight blow and you're moving back, Vaseline helps with assisting in the movement back. It also helps the swelling process too.
So it doesn't pull the skin, eh?
So it doesn't pull the skin. There's no direct contact between the glove and the actual rare skin.
Okay. Also, to the eight-sided cage that we have tonight. A lot of people have seen this cage on big promotions. Like the Ultimate Fighting Championships, the UFC, the World Extreme Cage Fighting, WEC. Cage
Wars, BAMA, British Association of Mixed Martial Arts in England, which is the biggest show right now in England. But yeah, back to the eight-sided octagon-style cage that we have. We actually brought down from Indiana. Is it Indiana? Sorry, Kentucky in the United States. It's a fabricated competition cage, specially made for this event, for actual sporters. That was the original plan, actually, to have that cage in that setting to create that type of atmosphere. But there's Leyland vassing up. You can see his corner man getting him prepared for his fight too.
Yeah, Leyland is Trinidadian born, fighting out of Pyramid
Martial Arts.
Pyramid Martial Arts Academy.
Pyramid Martial Arts Academy, which is based in Freeport, I believe.
So what do you think? Are the chances? What's the outcome?
Well, I don't think Leyland has ended any of his fights by knockout or by technical knockout. I think his 2 wins came by a submission. So I should expect him to try and get Chris down to the ground. But I also know Chris is a first ground fighter.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our third fight, our second professional fight. Again, there are 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Fighting in the red corner at 185 pounds, from Ireland, fighting out of Jamaica, representing Tame Dungeons with a record of 6-0-1, 3 submissions, 3 technical knockouts, the CKGSF middleweight champion, and King of the Rock middleweight champion, Christopher McDonald. And in the black corner, also at 185 pounds, from Trinidad, representing Pyramid Martial Arts Academy, with a record of 2-3, with 2 submissions, Leyland Gomez. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge, Josh Hosang. Oh, here we have our beautiful ring girls from Fly Clothing in West Mall.
Yeah, I like to state beautiful ring girls from Fly Clothing in West Mall. Absolutely beautiful ring girls.
That sold the event just by itself.
That sold me. I was at the event, but I prefer to buy a couple more tickets. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Touching gloves. There's good, yeah. Chris tries.
Big head kick.
Big head kick, as I said, going for that knockout, that early knockout, trying to stand with Leyland.
And here they are in the clinch. Leyland tries a couple knees.
Oh, brilliant. Huge takedown. Huge takedown. I think he tried to get into the mount position there, but it didn't really work out.
Yeah, Leyland goes to half guard. Open half guard. Christopher McDonald passes pretty easily. Leyland didn't give him much of a chance.
Leyland's not. Oh, there's a sweep.
But
There's a
saying
sweep.
that was a sweep.
There's a sweep. Leyland actually working the ground and pound from this position, or trying to work ground and pound. Chris is holding onto his head quite tight, which is hindering him from actually getting up and actually working his ground and pound.
Chris closes the guard, which we know as a defensive posture while on your back.
Chris actually looks like he's trying to turn him from this position.
Looks like he's going for the sweep, huh?
Yeah. Shrimping out.
Yep, there we go. He was trying to
shrimp
sweep there, but Leyland reversed it, stays very stable on the ground.
Chris is extremely strong in this position actually at the moment, because he's got his hand on the actual shoulder blades there, which is keeping his head down and keeping his shoulders down, so he can't actually get up to punch him right now.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the referee was to stand it up from this point. A little bit of a hands in the face there. Yeah, there's the referee telling him to move their hands out of the eyes and not to poke him in the eyes.
I mean, there are a lot of rules involved in the sport. A lot of people don't know about. A lot of people think that it's just anything goes, but there are a lot of rules. So hands in your face and eye gouging and so on does not count.
No, that doesn't count. Or small joint manipulation, like if he's trying to break his finger or his wrist or so on and so forth. Yeah, that is not allowed. Leyland attempting to work some of those punches, but those punches...
And referee Josh Osang stands him up again, the inactivity of the fight. So he stands him up. Tries for a leg kick. Big hook.
Big hook.
Nice
knees,
knee.
beautiful
1,
knees,
2,
beautiful knees.
3, nice knees, right
nice
hook.
lead.
Drags him down to the ground. Sprawls really good.
Takes his back.
And
he's got his hooks. He's got his hook sunk in.
Hooks goes in.
There's the tap. There's the tap. It's all over. It's all over. Chris McDonald wins by a rear naked choke.
That was a pretty quick fight, huh? Now we get to the replays and we can see.
Look at those knees.
The knees big, nice through.
The takedown was, he actually tried to go into a mount position after he took him down. But I think the momentum just put him straight over.
Right, Leyland took the half guard and then the knees. There we go.
As he took that second knee, I think the fight was over.
3, then the big right hook. Boom! And he immediately sprawls. Leyland tried to go for the single leg. He immediately sprawled, took him back. And that's the fight. Congratulations to Christopher McDonald. And let's go for the official time. Testing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner with a time of 2 minutes, 18 seconds of the first round from Jamaica, Christopher McDonald. So there we have it. Christopher McDonald, the first televised Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting fight winner.
Yeah. I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the f y'all? I swear it feels like the last few nights. We've been everywhere and back, but I just can't remember it all. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm doing me. I'm doing
That was an awesome fight.
That was an awesome fight. But, you know, going back to that fight, you know, you saw Chris and Leyland shake hands and touch gloves afterwards. You know, there's no animosity, even though you have two guys inside that cage, you know, literally trying to tear each other's head off. You know, but that's the sport. It's a sport about it. You know, I mean, you have to appreciate the people that actually get into that cage, because it takes a lot of guts to get into that cage.
Yeah, well, I mean, exactly what we said from the start.
Yeah.
It is a sport, and a lot of people. It's not just brutality. It's not just going into a cage like a couple of fighting chickens.
Yeah, it's not a street brawl. You know, I mean, that's where people need to differentiate this sport. You know, it's not a street brawl. You go into that cage, you're fighting on many different levels. You're fighting takedowns, boxing, kickboxing. You have to be a versed, proper, all-rounded mixed martial arts fighter to be able to get into that cage.
Well, I think that was awesome for our first fight.
That was awesome
for our first fight. I can't wait to see what's next.
Congrats, Chris. I hope to see you on the next show.